Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Toronto Mounties taking on Justin Herbert and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Jones running left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll make it a 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down inside the before he's out of bounds. And what a big-time play there. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Completes it to Aguilar. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts rolling to his right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And left side here, it's Graham. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Mounties are able to extend their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert now. Hard throw, incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Mounties are able to stretch out their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McPherson on for the extra point.
He got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Herbert on first down now. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he finds Aguilar over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he fires one, but incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, it's Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the 30 on second down, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught by Thielen. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And they rattle off a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Mounties are able to add on to that lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The give is to Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Jones.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Mounties just continue to roll.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second and look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step,
and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.